You've probably seen multiple nostalgia-driven fans of Ninjago saying how Ninjago was at its peak when Lloyd didn't exist, or Kai should have been the Green Ninja, or ew, why did they change designs? The old designs were perfect, or in most recent cases, Ninjago is now woke Jago because they made Cole gay and partnered with another homosexual goblin that I refuse to learn the species name of. Those kinds of fans. Well, I thought it would be fun to fire back at fans like that by poking fun back at peak Ninjago as they called it, checking out season 1 to 7 since I recently did a rewatch of them. Now, I do love most of the seasons of the OG era of the show, but upon rewatch there was like a lot of things that I noticed that just can't be ignored. So I thought I'd have a little fun and poke out some stuff about my favorite Plastic Ninja show. Now, I first want to talk about the amount of production errors in OG Ninjago, and this is nothing new to the show, whether that would be animation errors or voice actor errors, because throughout the early periods of the show, which is season 1 and 2 including the pilot, multiple times throughout the show that each of the ninja would have a voice of another ninja, whether that was Cole having Kai's voice in episode 1 of Rise of the Snakes,
we can train tomorrow,
Jay having Cole's voice in the time travel episode of season 2,
I miss beating these guys up.
Zane having Cole's voice in season 2, or the most obvious one, Sensei Wu's stereotypical racist Asian accent, because what the hell was this?
Father would not want you to do this, brother.
Now, for animation errors, there are just way too many to list in this video, so I'll just speedrun through some of my favorites. In Season 5, the Sword of Fire is replaced by a regular golden katana when Wu is trying to determine if Moro was the Green Ninja. Cole is not wearing his Dragon Rider gi during the scene where they are entering the underworld for the first time. Lloyd is wearing the ZX suit in the Dark Island, where at this point in the show he already had his kimono suit after entering the Temple of Light, while the opposite for Zane, where he's wearing his kimono suit before they entered the Temple of Light, so they should have all had their ZX suits still. Lloyd is T-posing in the scene, and Nia's hair is missing. So to that one comment that I got on a short of mine, no, OG Ninjago was not free of flaws. There are plenty of errors to go off of, and I didn't even mention half of them, so moving on to some goofy moments that didn't involve animation, which are just moments or the way scenes were executed that just got me laughing for all the wrong reasons. For one, this comically large AI-generated looking thermometer Sensei Wu pulled out of his crack, because where did he even get this? And what happened to the numbers on this? Why are the measurements like that? I'm sorry, but this scene was not meant to be funny, but it just comes out of nowhere that it took me by surprise. Next thing I want to talk about is the run cycles in Ninjago. Like, not to trash the animators or something, because I'm not trashing them, but it just looks goofy. Just look at any running scene, whether that involves the ninja or citizens running in what's supposed to be a quick fashion. It just looks like they animated a walk cycle and fast forwarded it. You cannot tell me that it looks a bit off. I'm gonna be honest now, because I can't take fight scenes in old Ninjago that serious right now when I get scenes like Cole shooting a missile point blank at Scales, or Sensei Wu losing aura points after hyping himself up with Spinjitzu. Are the early seasons fights still fun to watch? Yes. But that doesn't mean I can't poke fun at some of these sequences. Like, for example, Garmin just uses the Force to grab 4 weapons out of nowhere in the Realm of Madness, a scene that was so out of the blue that they made it a part of his power set to have telekinesis, which reminds me on how goofy, not just visually but character-wise, a lot of these characters were back then. There's the obvious bit of Zane turning on his funny switch, but you also have sequences where Sensei Wu is just doing the silliest thing. 2012 Sensei Wu is basically Sensei Miyagi from the Karate Kid franchise and Yoda from Star Wars combined, and you get his wise side dropping Star Wars quote,
I fear there is a great disturbance in the Force.
and his goofy side just taking over at points that it made it super clear that the creators were just a bunch of movie nerds. Just like me. But I can't forget about Garmadon, who was just as, if not more goofy than his movie counterpart. For those who's saying that movie Garmadon was not lore accurate, shut up, because that just means you weren't paying attention to the source material, because rewatch any scene with Garmadon involving the Mega Weapon and you get scenes like this.
No bad ideas.
Ooh, what if you recreated the Devourer?
Over the side! Ah! Do you want to be a follower or do you want to be a leader?
Leader?
How dare you? I mean follower!
But overall, I think that's all I want to talk about. Now, despite what it sounded like, I do love OG Ninjago, and it is a part of a show that I hold very close to my heart. And despite all of these flaws, At least I think these are considered flaws. But yeah, despite these sequences that would probably turn me away from the show if I started watching it today, I will forever cherish Ninjago for giving me these memories, because my childhood would not be the same without it. And that's the end of the video. I thank you guys so much for watching. Check out some other videos I did up here, because I know they might interest you. Subscribe if you want to, and I guess I'll see you guys next time.